Dire Team's turn to Radiant Team ban.
What's it with?
Dire Team ban. Seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Radiant Team's turn to ban. Seconds remaining. 5 seconds left. Don't freeze up. Dire Team's turn to ban. Ten seconds remaining. Radiant Team's turn to pick. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Radiant Team's turn to pick.
Witch Doctor!
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Radiant team ban.
Terror blade.
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Dire team ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Dire team's turn to pick. Radiant team's turn to pick.
I speak for the trees.
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds left. Don't freeze up.
Morphling.
Choose your hero.
Warriors of the wood.
Prepare for battle.
To your health.
Лиги оказались сильнее 2-0. Team Empire последний раз побеждали еще старый состав с...
What a handsome.
30 seconds to battle. The battle's starting.
Но вы посмотрите кристаллати тоже. Пеньки плюс Пенгалер с этим Руфеном очень
плотно пробили, заставили немножко даже перекачаться. Но, к счастью для Марфа, сейчас он может и в обратную сторону перелиться, и тем самым задешево восполнить себе здоровье до фулов.
А мана теперь не нужна, и можно играться с этим как угодно. 3 баунти-руны достались у нас Нави, именно из-за этого так сильно пострадал Кристаллайз, но все же. И сейчас линия у него не самая простая. Тини против Марфа, Пангольер против Рубика. Да, Тини будет напрягать.
Посвапали линии, чтобы не было сетапа именно сложного для Тиника, то что он против Марфа, у Марфа не очень большая рейнджа атаки, он может, наоборот, прошибать его, пробивать и так далее. И в центре туда в разорочку.
We could have expected that. Yeah, Razor would just dominate that lane so hard versus melee hero.
Radiant
Such as
structures
tiny.
are fortified.
And at the same time, I think it's the right call to keep Doom in the top lane.
Definitely, definitely. That's what we talked about. This Doom needs to help General, at least at the start, at least until the first meta is out and the melodics have been wasted, a few melodics at least. And Boschka actually went with Cask first. Not something we see too often.
Yeah, especially if you've seen the Doom's leveled Infernal Blade, like you can get a lot of harassment out of this guy, especially since he has 0 armor.
And they had meta, right? So they could have just maledicted him there and used the couple of right clicks. He'd lose so much HP. It's still good though.
And all the while, looking at the mid lane so far, it's more or less a draw. I mean, Nature's getting a little bit more out of this lane, but you expect that as a ranged hero up against these trees.
I'm definitely certain Ghostic should win this lane. He should do really well here. Maybe not completely win it, but there's no way for them to deal with these trees. And Ghostic can always walk him out if he goes for the static link. So
yeah, it's also the case of if you go for that static link, especially in the early levels, the trees attack you. You lose a lot of HP.
You just he can either opt for blocking him or attacking him. Either won't work.
Actually, at the moment, the one that is doing best for Empire would probably be Tiny. He's having a decent time up against Morphling.
Definitely. They made him waste that salve early on, and he is just sitting on one single tango, guys. One tango.
Only one?
Only one.
Could you possibly buy more? It's a possibility, but I don't think it's one he's going to take. And then on the top lane, looks like Lil's going to fight up in Poshka. The bounces from the cast were not favorable, and Lil needs to be careful because he hasn't leveled the Scorched Earth. It's only level 1 Maledict though, so he should be able to walk it off. It's going to hurt a lot.
Should be fine. However, does he have a port? He does. But I don't think he's going to go for it.
Wait, no, Lil. Oh, he's going to go for him with Poshka. He actually might get the kill. Lil? He fit. No! The cast!
The cast.
Poshka just gets it.
So close, and that's so much worth for Wishlove to actually get so much out of it. Experience-wise and gold-wise. He got more. He got 400 gold for First Blood. Wait, yeah, on Doom, while the Doom got only 200.
Oh, a very, very clutch first blood there between the two. I mean, I don't think Lil was wrong in trying to go for that, but it's the fact that Cask is not the biggest.
Dandy on mid is blocked out by trees and hits.
Oh no, he is as well. The Poshka's on his way, but they can't hold it for longer.
He went from 100 HP to this in a matter of seconds there. And Miposhka
is coming back around. The cast, the Maledict, now the right click should follow. Will it be enough though? Dendi is taking a lot of damage, but the one might keep him alive. One more right click would seal his fate. There it is.
A bit.
Final hit. In fact, you know what? Ghostic's not happy. He wants to go and make sure this happens.
Yeah, he made sure this guy dies. While this all is happening though, their Blade is kind of suffering. He's also recording that wrong. Brewmaster is having the time of his life.
I mean, look at Lil's positioning.
Lil is just wrapping around with his tranquil strength.
He's keeping Naive on the back foot. Naive cannot even move close to these creep waves most of the time.
Yeah, and even if he comes close, what's gonna happen is Drunken Haze go. It's actually, yeah, the Drunken Haze is the second spell. Goes into his face and he just can't last it properly. He just misses.
You know, they could have made it more confusing for you. Imagine if every skill was just called Drunken something.
Drunken this, Drunken that.
Drunken Split, Drunken Clap.
Drunken Lizard.
And
alright.
Is Ghostic, so Ghostic's going for the typical phase boost, but after that, does Ghostic go for the drums? Is this kind of like, because a lot of mids pick up drums, and I know Nature's used to, but it seems to have fallen off in favorability.
Good. I think Orchid is very valuable
General.
game for them.
He's dead. Maledict power, the Metamorphosis comes out, and you know what the catch there was? Lil left the lane.
Exactly. As soon as he leaves, he was wrapping around doing something. He's eyeing Ghostic, trying to pressure happen mid, however, the positioning of Ghostic is just so passive right now, and supporting base trees are gonna scout the
He knew
sides.
about Doom. Yeah, he has this ward down.
That's it. It's the ward plus the fact that
General, again!
Yes,
The Maledict, he's got salve.
and sticks, he should.
Yeah, he'll be fine. But, you know, you just basically expended anything you brought for regen-wise straight away, and that was the same Metamorphosis.
They should probably remain built top. They should probably remain top. Yeah, your mid is suffering hard, but you shouldn't be losing 2 lanes. Never mind, LeBron is 14 mid.
Oh, Ghostic, yeah. And Mills coming across. They do get telekinesis out, and Ghostic, he has no escaping this. He knows his fate sealed.
This makes a lot of sense, right? Because Lil alone, he couldn't do anything. However, with LeBron rotating, I think this is a good call because their Morphling is suffering already. This lane is something you should sack. There's no way... At one point, you have to realize that your Morph is not going to have a good time no matter what.
16 last hit for the 35 with Tiny. And look at this harass. It's just straight away.
The thing is, you can't do anything about this.
They're doing someone elsewhere.
There we go. So they make 2 quick kills as soon as they start rotating with these supports together. And that's what you should usually do. You have to sack the hard carry to make enough space for your heroes that are going to carry you through the mid game. Because hard carry, listen, he's not going to do a lot mid game. He's coming back late game. And through the mid game, you need someone that's going to be a powerhouse. You need someone that's going to make space for him. That's when Crystallize is actually going to farm and recover on CS. So it makes a lot of sense that they're rotating well.
It is true. We see it quite often throughout the CIS qualifiers. Just allow one lane to be burnt, reinforce the others, push your advantage. Don't try and recover your loss.
And when that lane is someone like, let's say, a Morph or an AM, which hasn't really seen much play lately, but those heroes that are really strong, super late game.
Oh, Crystallize. He might be in a little trouble to toss the Avalanche. He will get away. But
it's alright for him. He has sticks and the Ring of Health, so it's much harder for them to completely zone him out right now.
True. And Yoku's actually going to go top because it looks like there's a problem. The split does come out and Naive is in a little bit of trouble. The car's bouncing in the meantime, but Naive keep moving ball straight into LeBron. This wasn't the plan. Yoku coming across to cover him, but can he do enough? The telekinesis lift on Naive will finally die, but LeBron should drop in return. The reflector slowing him down. The Sprout is there. Ghostic though is controlled up. He will be burned out, and Yoku's still chasing on LeBron. In the meantime, they're going to lose Miposhka as well as they start diving under the tower. The car's bouncing. He might still live. No, they can't get the Infernal Blade off in time. Miposhka, he'll inevitably die, but he does in the meantime buy some time, and now Naive comes straight back. Metamorphosis is level 3. They need to back away from this. General can't stand and fight. Although the trees are trying to block him, they can't get across quick enough, but General should be able to just about walk this off.
With the amount of sticks that he had and the fact that they're pretty fat here, they could have dealt some damage to him, maybe make him back off a bit. However, they didn't want to risk it as Furion is coming back alive.
That's true.
Overall, the big win for Navi again. A really great rotation, and Furion kind of ported right into the Brew Split there. So first he took a lot of damage from the Brew Split.
Yeah.
And then Panda came back in his normal form and clapped him all the way to his death. So, yep. A couple of mistakes on the side of Empire.
And this is the thing, in the meantime, they know FN is not going to come to reinforce these fights because he has to keep pressuring Crystallize. As soon as you leave this Morphling alone, he will catch up.
Yeah, definitely. And why leave this lane though with FN? You're doing fine. There's no reason to give this Morph anything this early into the game. So, I mean, you can't zone out Crystallize anymore. As soon as he got the Ring of Health, he just goes edgy. As you can see, like, he has 30 HP, but he's regening up to plus 16.
Yeah, you need some sort of snipe out, like Nature's Prophet appearing.
Yeah, definitely. You need some burst for him. Or something to port, like you said, Furion to port behind once he uses the waveform. Maybe that would work.
And we're seeing the top lane. It seems like it's going better for Terrorblade, but it's not going as well as most people are realizing. Their net worth, him and Morphling about even. Because he's got this issue where if Metamorphosis is down, General completely dominates the lane.
On the bottom lane, Lil is doing so well. He already has Medallion and Doom. We might see a dead Pengo or even a dead Tiny.
Yep, it actually goes straight under the Tiny. He's worth a lot of gold. The telekinesis to stop him taking in the tree line. Crystallize taking a crap ton of damage there, but they will stay alive. LeBron, he dies, but so will FN. And Crystallize almost being sniped out by the Nature's Prophet ult.
Well, it kinda ended alright, I suppose, for Empire. Yeah, they did lose Tiny at least, they got LeBron, but LeBron is not giving too much right now. He's level 4, waiting for that Dome to level up to 6, so him dying is not really a big deal. It's an alright thing to do when you're a position 5 Lord sometimes. you just secure that kill with the lift, right? But maybe step a bit too close.
Then he's trying to push down the tier 1 right now, but it's annoying to actually try and stop Ghostic from denying this. Ghostic obviously doesn't want to deny it straight away. He wants to buy as much time with that mid tower as he can.
You don't want to lose your mid tower at any point in the game, but at some, I think he's gonna have to realize that he has to back off. He's gonna stick around.
I don't think he can even deny it now. He's not got enough HP to really even contend with Dendi. He'll have to TP away.
Back and then TP in perhaps.
General's being pinged top. Miposhka's here. The Maldiv, the Death Ward goes down, but General uses the split. Miposhka does force it, but he will have to give his life for this. The Death Ward does get stolen. Miposhka is dead, and they will push on the tier 1 top.
Well, at least he baited that Blue split, but he's gonna lose the tier 1, so it's not really good.
Yeah, if it's just his death, it's okay. But they are pushing on the other side, yeah. So, I mean, Ghostic just looking to trade. This is the nature profit effect. You don't really look for these direct fights through the mid game. You look for the split push opportunities.
Yeah, because you just have so much pushing power. It's pretty good for you. And taking away the jungle from Morph, taking away bottom lane from Morph is really important for them.
And the other thing is, he has got the drum down natures. I wonder where he goes next here. Is it a Shadow Blade pickup? But your Tiny's probably going to do that. And speaking of that, Tiny, once again, harassing him to Crystallize here. But it's okay. Crystallize is Tiny too. So
he could go for Shadow Blades here. He could get the medallion too. They don't really have one. That would open up Rush for them. He